Hello, everybody. JJA Show. My name is Jan-Jaap, reporting for JJA Show. And yeah, we have a great view. So I hope you're sitting all time. And I'm just putting my phone on the thingy. So welcome, everybody. I hope you enjoy your after you and enjoying everybody. I'll be honest. I'm sitting in here sweating. If you really want to know, but that's just me. So that is what's going on at the moment. So I'm just with my cell phone. I always have on my phone background, and then I can because of due to the live chat, so I can get directly or if you haven't. And that's the thing, right? If you are looking into the show today and you go on the live chat with me actually, your week was all about, and of course it is the week of Manchester. Let's be honest about one thing. Um, Yeah, terrible. A concert from Ariana Grande turning into a worldwide disaster. Again, such a crazy person off by the exit. 22, 59 people hurt. When are we stopping with this? And here's the thing. Here's the thing. And then they're whinging, they're puffing that we have to see the Islam as religion, and they keep on doing this. Can't they understand themselves doing this to themselves, destroying, if you want to call it so far, because for me it is not a religion anymore. It's a pure ideology just to kill and bring suffering into this world and a lot of violence in this world. It has nothing to do with a religion. And if you keep, eventually it will so terrible will end up. And I don't see the funny side in it, you know. And look, for the guy who done this, I don't know if he's dead or what. If he is, I'm glad he is. And his family are thinking, yeah, but you should forgive and blah blah blah. No, forgive. Neither you. You should raise your child a little better, open a little up, because also for his stupid ideas. My God, children are getting hurt here. That's the worst case. We're talking even 14 to 16, 18-year-olds. It's really this. On the other hand, I still believe that concerts should be around 16 or 17 or 18 years on, and not for 14 years old, because the all what's going on in such a common part. Okay, I don't want to get into that. What I do think it is just disgusting is that, and that's how I feel now. Ariana Grande wants to go back to Manchester and called some sort of benefit concert. I don't know if that's such a good idea, and because if I was a parent and my child didn't want to go, I definitely far would feel comfortable with that. If you see now also a lot of other organizations or bands are canceling the shows in Manchester, and rightfully so. The WWE, for example, the NXT show, even was not in the same arena, is canceling the NXT show in Manchester. I can understand that. And is Ariana Grande not doing it actually also? And that now I'm going to be a really son of a bitch, but to bright make her career bigger just using this event to carry it in the media. That that I think is definitely wrong. And it's not to hurt or go after Ariana Grande, but I think that you should um, yeah stop with discussing shit. I have no words for it, and let the people who are left behind, the parents, the friends, the classmates, uh, their boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever. Let them sorrow them in peace. I don't think it will solve anything, and I don't see anything of doing this. I'm sorry, Ariana Grande, and I can be wrong. I'm definitely far from it. And in a feeling I have, I think it's time now that we did, and maybe it will do good. I really don't know. It's just that I feel like this, and yeah, it's just it's a hard topic. Um, you know what I mean? If you um, see, for example, if I now take, for example, the 9/11 along, right, and before they waited, before they start building the new uh, uh, World Trade Center down there, took ages because people were hurt. And that is my point. And I think that you should take that in memory. And I should not say there should not be any concert anymore in Manchester. Far from it, but you know, be a little bit considerate. I think also, especially towards the parents, because they have gained a huge loss. It's their child who actually, um, yeah, they're gone. Uh, uh, but it, and you should be a little bit considerate actually about it, Ariana Grande. You're not probably watching the show. I don't think you are. I have nothing personal against you. I'll be honest. I didn't really heard your music before this terror attack. I don't know if your career will be influenced by this, positive or negative. Um, I think such things, terror attacks, and all these kind of things, somebody's career, even it's negative or positive, it should just remain the same. You should your career should be influenced due to the work you put on the stage. That's my heart, and take that for a hinderland. I think you should think about that because yeah, yeah. I'm just probably thinking and standing up for the parents who lost their children that evening. Yeah, other news is also a little bit terrible news. Everybody knows the actor Dave Bautista. He played in uh, what is it called the Galaxy Master of the Galaxy or something. What? Now I'm going. Um, He played also in the James Bond movie Spectre. And let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, Garden of the Galaxy. That's the one. Um, Here's the thing. He was in that movie. The big monstery guy. That's Dave Bautista. He was a wrestler before at WWE. For everybody watching the shows wrestling, you know what we're talking about. Unfortunately, there was some not so good news either this week. Uh, and daddy towards, and I think it was 2-year-old, thought it was fun to take his De Bautista finishing move in wrestling, the Bautista bomb, and practice on the child in the garden. The child didn't survive and passed away. And now I'm definitely not blaming Bautista. I don't blame the WWE. Probably a lot of people will going, yeah, that's the WWE's fault because they put wrestling on television and there's aggression. No, there's only blame here, and that's the boyfriend of the mom's child. He should be aware not to do these kind of moves in any shape or form if he wants to do to his girlfriend either. Things. Think about what you're doing. You are um, um, yeah, you are doing this just to hurt, suffering. A lot of people are suffering because of it. Now again, a 2-year-old child's death, and it will hurt the wrestling business in a way. And I think WWE has stand up and now I will read what they wrote actually, because they're not anyway for to blame, and I think they should not either be blamed. It's just that guy who should be blamed, and they're probably come out in the media that he maybe was retarded or not the smartest person. Well, definitely far from being the smartest person. Let's be honest. But hold on. It's not so long to make a statement. We just also posted on JJA Sports Studio. They can read that story a little bit more about it. WWE made a statement. We are deeply saddened by the tragic death and hope um, that the guilty parties are brought to justice. There is sorry about that. There is no excuse or just for the brutal and ultimate fatal year-old child by a grown man. This is a clear case of criminal intent and a lack of parental supervision. I can say nothing less than WWE. I totally agree with that. Far not from to show he is an adult and he should just be known better. And I think there should not be posed harm on whatsoever on form of WWE. I think it's definitely up the case because he should be smarter not to do so. WWE have also run many campaigns. That stands also all and the superstar has been practiced by them for many years to get it rightfully done. And don't try this at home. Stands clearly. Don't try this at home. You're not Dave Bautista. You're not the Undertaker. You're not, yes, you're not Hulk Hogan. You're not The Rock. You're Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think Dave Bautista should not be aware of this. I don't think WWE either. Just that sick freak who did this to that child. That's my opinion. Um, have been actually punishing wrestling. And I think that's wrong because we are already now fighting where our programming, Rumbling Wrestling, falls under with the YouTube crisis. They say wrestling is on and advertisement friendly. Was a lot of crap because think about it. The WWE has a major major deal with Mattel where they sell action heroes from the WWE as selling even in Walmart. So Walmart, what Walmart is actually selling, and here's the thing, and they are the ones who are complaining. So they're complaining about their own products, what they're selling. That is my whole point. And WWE has always something now from, and again, yeah, it is unheard of, and I think it's a lot of crap. Sorry, yeah, crap. Just what I mean. So I just around. I woken up around a little bit more than a half hour ago because I was exhausted, and I'm sitting now sweating here like a pig. Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, how is it with you guys? How is the weather doing with you? Are you enjoying the weather? What have you been doing today? Have you gone to the beach? Have you eaten a lot of ice cream? Just keep one thing in mind: keep drinking a lot. All right, and the best way is actually water. And I'm saying drink Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying, right? And um, um, uh, keep always in the shade. The heat doesn't. Uh, great, it is a little bit like you have to keep in the shadow that you don't get hit by the sun very bad, terrible. Um, have a lot to drink. I actually also have 2 bottles of water standing in the fridge. I'm drinking those now. I have a little bit because of Saturday evening. I have some cola to drink, guys. I have to keep also drinking. Oh, I also now under the TV. And while I'll do this, because otherwise my throat will totally damaged for a whole hour talking. I can tell you now. Anyway, what's more going on? Just came also some, and I actually didn't read it through, so I thought, well, I'll share on our on the JJA show. I'm going to take you a little bit to Holland. A part of the new parking in Eindhoven Airport, that is in the south of Holland, has been thank God it was only being built, so nobody got hurt. No cars have been damaged whatsoever. But due to this, power has been cut. Airplanes can't take off. So if you have to start, find other solutions, your airplane probably will be delayed. But is this really a big deal? Yes, it is a big deal because there's a lot of airplanes there. Actually changing. You have to change the airplane there, and due to that. So it's very important. Um, you know, you get everything arranged there. So be advised. So if you have to travel to Eindhoven tonight, I don't know what all the airplanes in the air will do. That they probably will go through Amsterdam or Rotterdam, and from there, I really don't know. So contact the airports you are at or where you're landing, and because it just came in, I thought, well, just mention it. Always a service show. I mean, it can be that you're watching on the airplane now, for example, in Norwegian airplanes, and there are some few more nowadays. You're sitting nicely in the airplane and watching the JJA show. I mean, could be just sitting up there high up in the sky and watching me. Just say. Anyway, thank you for checking in the show. I've been on Wednesday. I saw the movie The Pirate of the Caribbean. Later, I heard that story is actually been stolen. So I think the guy also told me actually he's a very trustworthy guy. He has also good information. What I found out is really true. So I trust it, but he didn't have much more information about it, and that's a shame because I didn't look also very into it. But yeah, it could be. There are these stories, right? That you hear a movie and say, "Oh, look at the movie I written," and it's just kind of what they stole somewhere. I know that's a shame. So I did have a laugh though, and I still advise everyone. If you want to see a review of the movie, just check out youtube.com/JJA Show. There lays the movie rents Pirate of the Caribbean. I think it was a great movie. I really do. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys. Well, we had a great week on YouTube, and I want to thank everybody for that, for joining in on videos. We also went this week actually on Daily Motion. I'll explain what the deal is with. If it is really true that the wrestling community is coming to a low payment with on YouTube, but actually almost don't get any revenue. If that will never be resolved, then it's going to be permanent, also like this. And we share all our sports shows on YouTube and Daily Motion. But here's the thing. And I want to make it clearly out to you. On our YouTube or for Daily Motion account, dailymotion.com, JJA Sports Studio, goes all our sporting vlogs. So you're talking about the pitch, rumbling wrestling, the aftermath. I have to think. This week's in sports go on Daily Motion account. For our shows, the JJA Show is this one. I'm just looking. Extreme News. And movie rents will stay on this channel. At the moment, the sports shows are still being shown here also on a YouTube channel. That will not change till there comes some definitely response from YouTube what the future will be like, and then we're going to make some really it can happen that the sports shows are staying just on Dailymotion. Won't ever be coming new episodes of that here on YouTube. And that's a shame because if you noticed, I work for both. I work for JJA Sports Studio. So that's going to be split. So I will be seen on two different channels, and that has to do simple with because Dailymotion they don't have an issue with this. There you can use your videos um, to actually on that channel. But here's the thing: we don't want to go from YouTube because it's still the biggest, and there we have something. Well, we're just going to keep two channels then going, and nobody's stopping me from that. That is allowed. Um, so the wrestling community, because we don't want to turn back either on us actually a show who's really loved with every big sport because it's actually a review show of all major sports brands is because of the wrestling community. It was put there should be reviews show coming for all the pay-per-views. And then we start thinking about it, but how can we expand this product? And then we said, well, we're taking also the football world, so the Champions League and the Europa League and the European Championships and the World Cups, all that come along. We're going to do also soon an event called Wimbledon. That is the first sport. Also an aftermath. I'll keep you informed of that. So the aftermath is really going to be a major cornerstone, actually, sports vlogging on JJA. So we don't want to give it up, and I think it's also not fair because I'll be honest. Also, I'm a major wrestling fan. I do like wrestling, so that's why we have something called we want to keep on doing. Also, can you remember we did WrestleMania week? Can you remember that? We had a huge influx of growth of traffic on JJA Sports Studio already alone. Our YouTube videos, the viewings of our YouTube videos were severe. So it will wrestling societies at this moment a little bit on low, and I understand that. There's not much going on. WWE also stated that it's a very low period. We have to wait. You're getting a lot of bogus pay-per-views now. Every second week there is a pay-per-view, and wrestling, yeah, well, whatever the bogus matches till SummerSlam, because SummerSlam then will take a peak up again, and maybe we go to that. I don't know if we're still going to do something extra about that. That is in the talks. And also you have to understand that people go on holiday and etc. etc. So there is so not much really going on. Technically, if WWE was smart, they would do an after season, you know, get really something, get these guys in gear. Because you see, for example, if you take Chris Jericho, he's now also stopped for a time and focusing on Fozzy. And that guy's been doing that, you know, from and when he comes back, he goes full time, then takes some time off, focus on Fozzy, and come back, and that's in great shape. He is doing actually last year before WrestleMania, actually all the way from August, yeah, and a little bit after even that, he had the biggest storyline going with Kevin Owens. Everybody enjoyed that. Everybody was attached to that. It was the friendship, you know, with Kevin Owens. And everybody loved into it, even when they broke officially up with, you know, with the Festival of Friendship, when the bombshell fell. Everybody was crying about it. Everybody, what the fuck? No. So amazingly was that done. That's Chris Jericho for you. And I really respect the guy. If I ever have to choose, if I can get someone to do interview, I think Chris Jericho would be one of the on few on the list I want to actually do a great interview with because I really admire the guy how he's keeping on and keep his body so in shape. And I feel with an what's called an off season. Like that's the idea. I know we should actually. Um, 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 would never seen him as a dub. What's it called? Of I'm totally off the shape now. I know we should actually not be talking wrestling now, because this is going on in society. But due to actually Bautista, I want a little bit into it. So I will go off wrestling now. For more of that, I will be talking on tomorrow. This um, anyway, what is there more going on? Well, we have of course talked, and I do enjoy it, guys. I really, it's so nice. I think I'll later I got take a nice along. Uh, do that, I like to do that sometimes, just to go for a long walk in the when it's a little bit the sun is gone, sunset is slowly going, and then going through the evening when it's slowly getting dark, and uh, yeah. So anyway, and first of all, sorry about last week. Halfway, I was not feeling the best. Um, I was not particularly having. I think it's also that at the time that I was feeling like, I just came off, my flu and everything, and I could not barely talk. This week I feel great actually. So yeah, but it's going great with JJA. I'll be honest. We are doing great times. Our site is growing actually. They're great for, and our revenue is growing. We slowly go. All those holidays are coming. I noticed that actually a lot of due to the holidays, everything has been growing stock and everything, and that's good. I really like that, guys. Come keep on doing this. You're really helping me out. If you really do like the shows, also if you're just watching the show, don't forget to check in everyone and give me a like because that's so important for me. I'd really appreciate because I'm actually sitting here, keep you entertained, and I like doing that because the audience of the JJA show are always is a great audience. I really do love you guys. To hear from you guys, always comments, and I always. It's funny now that especially via Twitter, I'm getting a lot of connections made, and that I have noted, and I think that is great. Getting into contact with people and giving their opinions. So and and getting the answer. I just sometimes I sometimes like to go a little bit tickle them, come a little bit out of have discussions, and not people always like that. That's a little bit of shame. I had some altercations that they went off me. I thought, I'm not attacking you whatsoever. I'm just being a nice chap and having going for you. And I really want to build up the connection. I don't care who it is. If you are Joe from Joe's Bar, or you're being Dave Bautista, or I really don't care. For me, is everybody equal here on who's contacting me? Um, I would like to go in once a Twitter conversation with CM Punk, but I heard very negatively a little bit, yeah, you know what I mean? Because I CM Punk a lot. I think he's an amazing guy who shook the wrestling and the MMA world very much so. He made a good name for himself. So, but it's just me. So if he sees this video, come on, guy, come on the JJA Show Wrestling. You're always welcome. If you want to have a saying, you're more than welcome to have your work going. If your thoughts and your opinion, what's going on in the world of CM Punk, because everybody's actually interested. Everybody, in a way, is still remember. They won't forget you because you made such a major impact. I mean, hell, it would do good for my YouTube channel, for that matter. Now, I'm not in for that. If CM Punk ever would like to come on the show, he's more than welcome. Every star or everybody, you should remember one thing, you guys. The JJA Show is for everybody and everyone. If you're the regular Joe, and you want to give your shout to come on and tell us about your week, here you go. This is your chance. It's an open forum, eh? And if you want to come on the show, there's really something here that is troubling your mind, and there's something that society you think is mistreating, you can do your story. That is a great thing. And I'll be doing soon a special. I goes a little bit in my private life about since I've been in, and but I'll leave into that because there's something I want to get across on that. JJA. People ask me always also, what is so great? What do you think about JJA is so great? Well, we want to be there for our visitors, be there for our viewers. We make this content for you. We're open and about this matter. Everybody's equal to each other, and that is so great about. I keep always saying, and that's actually shame. If you're doing a YouTube show or whatever, sometimes you really have to have a thick skin. True, because it is gone. I didn't have the harsh comments, and now I want to keep it that way. If you're watching the show, it is freedom of speech always here. That I'm thriving on. Everybody's allowed to have his own opinion. I don't say you have to give me that. No, thing on you say, hey, please do so. It's your own choice. It's your freedom of. That is so important. If you want to give me a dislike, it would hurt me, but that is your total right to do so. That's the funniest part. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's Saturday evening. Always fun to know what you're doing. I'll be relaxing. I think I'll go for a nice walk. I think it will do me also good. Working, of course, on JJA. Of course, we're placing new articles. And if you have noticed, we have put a new section up on JJA Sports. I want to actually go into that. And that is getting your link on JJA Sports Studio. Now, there's on the front, all pages in the bottom, you can get your link. And you can have that several ways. You have several constructions you can do that. You can buy per month, a monthly subscription, or per month or a year. That's totally up to you. Then, of course, if you have over 300,000 page views per month, then we will also go in link exchange. But in that condition, you also have to put your link on your front website. Then you don't have to pay at all. That's the funniest part, because when you're paying, you're just paying for that your link will go only on our side. That's the difference. You're always welcome to link our side, of course. You don't have to pay for that. That is totally for free. So feel by doing that. It does an extra service, and I really hope so. Prices in here. If you want to pay per month, your link on our website, you just have to pay 5. If you say, yeah, I want to pay every 3 months, that's even better deal. You get discount. There you pay every month €4. So then you pay for 3 months, that's €12. So technically, months, you save €3. If you say, well, wait a second, it's easy for me to pay per year, no harm, link will be there whole year long, 12 months per year. And even better, you only pay €3 per year. Then, of course, you have to pay upfront for euro, but get this, if you have to pay euro. Now that is almost €14 per month, and that's a lot of money. Rightfully so. That you can keep in your own pocket. Oh, I don't know what you go do with that. Spend it in your navy, for example, or spend it in your guy or whatever. Your husband, your mom, your dad. So that's I think it's good deals, because we have on there good deals going on, and your link will be everywhere shown. On every ad, on every article, your link will be there. The front page, on the login pages. So that's going to be some great deals. There come new things to JJA, but I will go on that later. So I hope you I hope you will understand for that. So yeah, now that's the future of JJA. It's going to be great. We're going to get more new things. And people ask me, why can't we comment on articles on the site? Okay, then I got a question. And the answer on that. It's not that we don't want to, but we had a lot of spammers who thought it was to put HTML text into the comment box. That they still, in some sort of way, our traffic to their sites, and not the nicest way. And it was not just 1, 2, 3 comments, a lot of comments. So we're working now on that. It will return bounce, and that can be proposed. Well, I will get into that, because it's a lot of issues. I think it's just stupid what they're doing. You know what I mean? All these hackers who are sitting on the internet and creating a lot of crap for others. You know, they're taking the joy away. And also, if you want to learn comment on from, yeah, but I think this is going on. Also ask, for example, why aren't we having live results anymore? Okay, I will go now into this for the matter. The company who was doing this for us, for no reason, closed our account down. It would not be visible. We've been trying to get in guys, and they totally went on silence. So it's not our fault. I think it's not bogus. Um, and for the matter, our legal department is looking into this matter. So I think that I'm trying my best to get that back. I'm really trying to cooperate with these guys, but it's very quiet from their side. I don't know why they have done this. And that's actually a shame. And I think, yeah, if it will all come back, then I will definitely give you an update on that matter. But for now, it's definitely not our fault. And but we're working hard. So damn, is more online? Is the time? You know that. I also want to talk about something else. I saw this week the first episode of the new Twin Peaks. The thing I noticed, and I don't know if you have seen it, but I always liked Twin Peaks before. I do, really did. But I know so long time ago, so around 25 years ago, and started. I really have to watch season 1 and 2 first again, because the first episode, it was really confusing for me. It really was. I think it's though great. What I've seen is greatly done, but I need, I'm really. I can remember the lady was singing a log and with everybody, because she phoned and she said the other log been talking. I was a person, but the police is directly reacting. And I think that I can remember, because he solved also the Laura Palmer murder great deal. Of course, in normal situation, we say this person is a little bit goo-goo. Okay. David Lynch, I think he did a great work always with Twin Peaks. What I found is such a shame, because what I actually wanted to do is get through all episodes at once. No, you can't do that. There's only now 4 episodes released. I think there were 6, you know what I mean? So I just have to wait. But in the meantime, I can go look season 1. That's doable. Laura Palmer got older also as a ghost. I always had the feeling, I always had you don't get older. I mean, she's dead. I'm just saying, you can't get older in death, can you? Any ghosts? No, I'm not going to call up ghosts, on the JJA show. I'll be haunted the rest of the evening while you're sitting nicely in a bar. No, I'm not going to do that. No. But I think it's in David Lynch's role, Karen. It's possible, I guess, that ghosts can get older. Just saying. A lot of criticism has been come out for the Baywatch movie. I have nothing against The Rock or Dwayne Johnson, for that matter. I don't. I think he's a bloody good guy. that I think definitely is. The thing is, for that, that yeah, I think I'll be honest. I think he should not have done the Baywatch movie. It doesn't feel fit into his. Well, okay, yeah, does he? He does everything now. But I think also definitely end of the year is coming another movie with him. What is called that is the new Jumanji film. It will be released by on Christmas, first Christmas Day, I heard. And I don't know if I will go see it though. Because there's also that times actually for us on Movie Ranch planned the Star Wars movie. Uh, so that has to be a little bit, up for grabs. He actually also have come a major debate for next month. That is actually for what movie we have to choose. Is the Mummy or the new Transformer movie? And I'm still not actually 100% certain. The thing is here with me is always personally, I'm for the Transformer movie, and I explained a little why. Is that I've seen already as a person movies in the cinema. So I'm getting it. And there is something about the Mummy movie. It looks really amazing. There is something about that I say, you know what I mean? I like the Mummy movie of Brendan Fraser. I think that was also really done. Was great. So, yeah. Also, I want to keep in mind that this week another major superstar died. Roger Moore. We all know him from the James Bond movies. I'll be honest. I grew up with Roger Moore as James Bond. I can remember I've seen several movies with him in the cinema. A View to Kill. Which one? Was there not Octopussy? What section James Bond movie actually after this instead? Yeah, I think I would. Roger Moore had something for me as in James Bond. He was the perfect English guest as in James Bond, and he became 89 years old. He dressed before. I saw him many years later, as he was on Danish television. That was he had connections with the Danish royal house, and he was invited, I think, for the baptizing ceremony of the first child, the crown prince who's been born. What was the wedding? It was the wedding, or what? I think both even. But that's the fun. Then you see him as Roger Moore, right? The funny part was that I saw him there, even how he was dressed and how he was body accurate, the same as James Bond. And I found it so amazing. So that guy, Roger Moore, I think he put so much personality actually into the character as James Bond. I find it amazing. He loved. The funny part was I heard later in this week. It was also funny for the running. He special for that on the sets to run the run scenes. But the Motko Martinez, oh, he loved those. I'm wondering how drunk he was on the set, though. That I'm, you know what I mean. What I'm saying is, a great actor has gone again, and that's actually a shame. Of course, he was 89 years old. Some people like that the James Bond character was written for Roger Moore. When he debuted, he was not available and went to Sean Connery. About to mess with Moore, I think both were the only two person on. And then you say, yeah, it was about Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is a great James Bond. Don't get me that, but he is not the James Bond. I mean, go watch the movies with Roger Moore. I really enjoyed them. I really do. I think A View to Kill, even though he was very old, you could already see it. It was actually, and it was this very young girl, Tanya, I think her name was. She was very, see, he was already that old. It was like, and then the standing together, I think, ew, granddaddy and the granddaughter together, you know. It was a little bit icky sometimes. It was a great James Bond movie. My favorite James Bond movie with Roger Moore is The Spy Who Loved Me. Awesome movie. It's about he's getting kidnapped, and there's this guy who to New World and bombing major superpowers, like at the time the Soviet Union and he was at the same time building underwater city, and the Russians and the British had then to work together to get it stopped. I think it had something in the movie. At the time, I really also liked the mystique of Egypt with the pyramids, and also there was a lot in that. Nowadays, I find less due to all the terrorism. Well, that's another fact. What I definitely liked at the time is all the countries that were filming it, and they were not just filming their James Bond. They also showed the whole scenery, where in the country was shown. So if you saw Paris, you definitely saw the Eiffel Tower. And nowadays, if you've seen James Bond, yeah, you see, oh, later, oh, that was in that country. You couldn't even recognize it. Yes, they did it a little bit when they were in Mexico with, the Festival of Death that was integrated. But otherwise, they don't recognize the countries anymore. And that's actually a shame. It would be nice, to go back to that. It's always amazing that I like from James Bond. You could see the scenery. You didn't have to, because and I'll be honest, as a kid, I always had it really good. I never had to complain. My parents both worked, and very hard so, but at the time, expensive to go abroad. So we actually never came that, to abroad, to London, to Paris. So we had the James Bond movies to go see, oh yeah, that's Paris, because that's the Eiffel Tower. That was so amazing with the James Bond movie. I think a lot of people had that, and not many people could nowadays. I mean, if I take an airplane it's cheaper than to take the train from here from Odense to Copenhagen, and vice versa, or Amsterdam. So everything has changed a lot in this nowadays. That is my thing, and that's what I think definitely liked with James Bond. Yeah, and I think an area has now been closed due to the passing of Roger Moore. Well, this is the end of the JJA show. I think that was my saying on the JJA show. I really hope you had a great time watching. If you did, leave a nice comment. For all you James Bond freaks I've been watching, everybody's seen actually James Bond movie. I'll bet everybody's seen a Roger Moore movie. Roger Moore, James Bond. If you don't have seen James Bond with Roger Moore, otherwise you can also leave a comment. What was your favorite Roger Moore James Bond movie? I would like to know that. Okay. Um, um, what do I have to say more? Yeah, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/JJA Sports Studio. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter @JJA Sports Studio. Don't forget to follow us on, well, of course, Dailymotion. Let's call them dailymotion.com/JJA Sports Studio. Don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube, youtube.com/JJA Live Tube. Google plus.google.com/JJA Live Tube. And Pinterest/JJA Live Tube. All right. I hope everything with the solution, the salvation is coming with the YouTube solution, and yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap and reporting for JJA Live here with the JJA Show. And I hope to see you tomorrow, this week's in sports. Have a great Saturday evening. If you're going out, drive carefully. If you want to drink, that's fine. Leave your car at home, or arrange somebody to pick you up, or give someone the keys who doesn't drink. Let them drive, or take a taxi, or take the bus. Just be careful out there. And if you do go out time, and if you, let's go. Okay, there's one thing more. If you've gone out and after, let me know what you've been doing actually in the night on the town. Always interested in your stories. In the comment box, you're always welcome to do so. All right. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jan-Jaap. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll return next week. And see you then. Ciao.